I just want to say straight off the bat that Teardown is an incredible package on console. You get the base game, you get a free DLC add-on that's basically a collection of mods from the PC version. And if you're into subscription tiers, and I know you're all into subscription tiers, this comes with PS Plus Extra this month, within the perk that Sony has imaginatively dubbed Game Catalogue. But if you are a PS Plus Extra or Premium subscriber, as I am for my sins, Teardown is an incredible addition to it. Be warned though if you're a thumb weirdo, although they say they are looking into this and I'm sure it'll arrive eventually. Teardown has launched on console without an invert Y-axis option. Not a problem on Xbox because you can invert the Y-axis at a system level, but if you're on PS5, you're kind of borked if you're the sort of person like me whose brain insists on treating everything like it's a flight stick. I know a lot of you folk out there who don't have to invert games just can't get their heads around this concept and think it's just folk like me being weird or being arseholes, but it's no me that's got the problem, right? Every other game manages to support inverties, which is what I've literally just decided to call this. It's like having an outie belly button and carries a similar social stigma. Anyway, shut up, right? Accessibility issues aside, and it is an accessibility issue, the fact that more people now get to play Teardown without having to have a pretty nice PC in order to do it is just good news all round, really. If you're on console and you're curious, you've never partaken before, essentially it's a voxel-based physics sandbox. Everything in the world is made up of wee blocks, a little bit like Minecraft, but a lot more granular and a lot more naturalistic than that. And despite the fact that it's all made up of wee blocks like Lego, the art direction is incredible. The whole thing's got this tilt-shifted aesthetic, gorgeous, rich lighting, liberal use of depth of field, and some of the best physics simulation in the business, which just really makes the whole thing feel alive in a way that it doesn't really have any right to, because there's no people in it apart from you. Aside from the people in the wider universe of the game who present TV shows and email you about jobs and stuff. There's a sandbox mode if you just want to get in there and start smashing stuff up, but there's also a campaign mode which has this really quite funny crime caper storyline where a bunch of really bad news people will hire you to do a load of criminal damage on their behalf, and you just sort of do it because you need the money. And that's the story of America. I particularly love the running gag of how you're often asked to be discreet on these jobs, despite the fact that your primary mode of interaction with this world is knocking down walls with a sledgehammer. It's really good, and if you can't be arsed doing the missions, it's dead therapeutic, you know? And they don't wall off any of the stuff. If you're really not bothered about doing the campaign, or you're one of these people who never gets off the first island in GTA because you don't do anything apart from conduct a never-ending one-man war against the police force, which is what's otherwise known as not playing Grand Theft Auto properly. If you're that sort of person, Teardown's got you covered. You can literally just turn it off in the menus, unlock everything, away you go, and it runs beautifully buttery smooth on PS5. It's really nicely optimized, which is great, because with all the physics simulation and particle simulation and everything else going on, it really can be a pig to run if you're the sort of person who doesn't write PC components off on their tax return. So yeah, get stuck in and don't laugh at my aim in here, because I can't invert it. I need to invert it and I can't. I mean, it's fine. It's not a shooter as such, so it's not too bad. But still, it's not an excuse. Let me invert it. All the best.